Bitcoin rally continues. What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I want to take a look at Litecoin and Bitcoin, see where it might be headed. Also, at the end of the video, definitely stick around. We're going to check out that Bitcoin daily chart versus the gold weekly chart. It's getting pretty interesting, guys, so definitely stick around, especially if you haven't seen that before. You'll want to see that at the end. Also, I want to give you guys a reminder to put your comments in the comment section down below to get you entered to win a free t-shirt on Sunday. We do a drawing every Sunday for a free t-shirt, Bitcoin shirt, Litecoin, of your choice, whichever one you want. Also, I want to tell you guys, if you would just help the channel out, go down below in the description box, and there's some affiliate links in there. There's a link for ABRA. You can deposit $100. It'll give you $25 worth of free Bitcoin. There's a Coinbase link down there to give you $10 worth of free Bitcoin. Also, Ledger Nano or Ledger site down there, click on that to get your Ledger if you want to keep your cryptos safe. And yeah, that's really about it. So let's get into the charts and see what we're looking at.
1, 2, 3, jump!
All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research, as this market can be extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind that it's still a speculative market. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And if you're new here, or you haven't already, hit the subscribe button on the lower right-hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell. That'll get you notified when I post new videos, as I post every day. That way you don't miss out on anything. Also, smash the likes, guys, and leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video. That also gets you entered to win a t-shirt. So we're going to take a look at the charts and see where we're at. Another thing that I have down below, there's a free link to the Discord chat. I post some of my trades in there, and you know, there's a good community in there. Everybody's helping each other out. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. So let's look at the Litecoin on the daily, and we have this cup and handle I've been looking at, and we still seem to be forming the handle here. And what I'm looking at is this neckline right around the $100. If we were to break that, the measured move off that, guys, would be $179. And like I said before, it doesn't mean we're gonna go straight up. Obviously, there's gonna be up and down movement and some resistance and stuff on the way up, but I do believe if we break this $100, that's where we're headed. And let's look at the daily RSI. I have no idea what happened there or how my lines got moved, but we've been looking at this channel on Bitcoin or Litecoin for quite some time, and we did break down out of it here and right back into it, which is bullish. Let's look at the 4-hour. We obviously, guys, we have more room to move up, and I do believe we are continuing up on this move. Look at the 4-hour. And if you look at the 4-hour, I had drawn this. I put this in the Discord the other day, showing that we were going to pop up through this, which we did. So obviously we had this falling wedge here. We popped up out of, came up, another falling wedge, and possible that we create another one here and another continued move up. But I do believe we're moving up from here. Let's get into the price action. And another thing I wanted to mention, guys, and I've mentioned on a few videos, if you guys are paying these paid groups and signal groups and these courses people are teaching or claiming to teach or whatever, stay away from that crap, guys. You can learn this all on your own and be pretty well off in your trading, as long as you learn your risk to reward and learn how to set your stop losses and learn how to trade. But I don't believe in those paid groups. If those guys were so good, they wouldn't have to charge you to teach you. They should be making enough money on their own. So that's just one of my opinions. And another thing, before I go into this any further, is some of them YouTubers with a lot of followers. It's funny because they'll sit there and they'll do their charts and they'll say, you know, don't be following guys on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. For example, Tone Vase says that a lot, and he makes fun of a lot of YouTubers. I just want to say, you know, Tone Vase, newsflash, you're a YouTuber. So anyways, just thought I'd throw that in there. So let's look at Litecoin on the 4-hour chart, and I'll give you my targets, what I'm looking at. As you can see, obviously this rising wedge we watched for a long time, we popped out of here, tested the top for support, ended up breaking through, tested the bottom for support, breaking through, and we created this new channel, this falling channel here, which I believe we're on our way to pop out of here. But worst case scenario, we come back down and touch the bottom, which is going to be around the $58 range. That's the bearish scenario, guys. I do want to throw that in there because it's possible, but I'm leaning towards moving up here. So I do believe we're probably going to break the top of this channel and at least test the top of this longer channel here, which will get us up to around the $89 range. Now, once we get up there, it's possible we could come back down, test the bottom of this one. So keep an eye on that for guys. If you're not charting, I suggest you do, especially if you're doing trading. I guess if you're just investing, it's fine. You know, do what you feel you should do. But if you're trading, you should definitely learn to do some charting. So anyways, the measured move breaking out of this falling channel here, like I said, to get back in the top of this channel will be $89 range. But the measured move off of this channel is the $98 range, guys, which would get us back up to this old resistance. Now, the other higher measured move I have there would be measuring this as a bull flag, or this is a flagpole, and this is a big bull flag. And the measured move off the flagpole would get us up into this $117 range. So definitely keep an eye on that, guys. And we're going to look at Bitcoin now. Same thing, looking at a big cup and handle. And obviously we're continuing up the measured move off of that right around the 56, 55, which we've broken. The measured move off that, guys, would be 8,200. And like I said before, that could be all the way to August till we see that. That doesn't mean we're going to shoot straight up to it. We'll get into the more near targets here in a second. I'm going to go into the RSI and look at the Bitcoin RSI. Same thing. We had this rising wedge, which we dropped out of a little bit here and popped back in. And then we have plenty more room to move up, guys. So I do believe we are going to continue this bull rally up. And if you look here, I have this, we're in the 4-hour RSI now. This rising wedge drawn in here that we've respected for a long time now. And right here, I had a wedge drawn in here, a symmetrical wedge, which we popped up out of here, came back down. Same thing, we popped down here, came back up in. We're still getting support off this bottom line, even though we broke down over here, and could be getting resistance off this top line. Could come back down, touch this, and pop back up. But like I said, we definitely have more room to go up, guys. So let's look at the price action. Excuse me. All right, looking at the price action on Bitcoin in the 4-hour. As you can see, I had this, well, let's look at this first. Let's look at the worst case scenario. As you can see, I had this rising channel where we broke out of the big falling wedge drawn in here. We popped out of it, come back up, and we've created a new rising channel. Getting obviously support off the bottom, resistance off the top, which we've broken through now. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, I want to look at the bearish scenario. The bearish scenario, obviously, if we were to come back down here, I'm going to put a price target just randomly on the bottom of this. If we were to come back down, we could come back down, test the bottom of this channel. If this top support doesn't hold, that'd be around the 5150 range, maybe 5200, somewhere in there. But like I said, I don't see that happening, guys. I believe we're going to hold support here. And my next measured move is right here to the $65.50 to the $6600 range, which I marked that in yesterday's video if you were watching. And I'll show you how I got the measured move off that. Measured move off that is just the width of this channel. We've broken through the top, and that would be our target up here at the 65.50 range. And the other target I have up here, which would be a measured move off of this being a flagpole, this being a huge bull flag. And we put the measured move of the flagpole right here, and that gets us up to the $7,000 range, guys. Now, I don't believe we would go straight up to the 7,000. What'll probably end up happening and this is just my opinion, guys, but we come up, if I want to point this out too, if you haven't been watching my videos, you won't know. So I've had this long-term trend line drawn off these two peaks here, and that's where, you know, we line up with the 60, or yeah, 65, 60 here. If we were to come up, hit the top of this, and possibly come back down, test this for support, you know, around the $5,900 range, somewhere in there, 6,000 range once we get up to this, and then continue on up to our 7,000. I do believe that is definitely in the cards, guys, so keep an eye on it. Like I said, learn to do your own charting, and you know, you can watch my videos, follow along, watch other people's, get other people's opinions, you know, but this is where I'm at with it. I do believe we have another move up to at least the $6,500 to $6,600 range, so definitely keep an eye on it. Now we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly chart. As you can see, if you haven't watched this before or haven't seen this, I've been talking about this since mid-January, I think it was. A lot of people are starting to talk about it now, but anyways, I took these measured moves. I took these trend lines and drew them from the peak to where it broke down, and this is gold again, guys, on the weekly. And the Bitcoin chart is only on, you know, daily, but times are a lot faster. You know, we have internet, we have social media, just a lot more easy access to buy Bitcoin and stuff than people had to buy gold, obviously. So everything's sped up. But as you can see, the similarities in the charts. From each peak, I drew a trend line to where it broke down. And then once we broke through this main one right here, we never looked back. You know, each one of these lines gave us resistance a little bit, but as you guys know, if you've been watching my videos, I think the hyperwave is absolute bullshit, because this sure looks like Bitcoin and it's quote unquote hyperwave, and it should have brought this down to like 50 bucks if that was true. But no, we got a rounded bottom, two touches on this trend line, and I'll show you in a second. We had the same thing in Bitcoin, and each time we hit one of these lines, we got resistance, came down, tested it for support. And if you look right here in March of 2003, that's where the gold ETF was approved. And that lined up with this trend line here. But the gold ETF was approved, and, you know, obviously huge moonshot. Now are we going to have the gold or the Bitcoin ETF approved? Is that what's going to shoot us up? I have no idea, but I do know we're going to get some big news. And that's my opinion, because I do believe, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news, and we're going to get some big news here soon, guys, and I believe we're going to have a huge rally up. So with that being said, let's look at this, how Bitcoin bottomed out compared to gold. Same thing, nice rounded bottom, two touches on that bottom trend line, and we're continuing up from here. And I do believe, you know, the guys thinking we're in a suckers rally and stuff, they're perfect examples of the, you know, the market cheat sheet. It's perfect examples. It's a suckers rally. It's a suckers rally. And then when it's too late, they got to FOMO in. Just like you guys that are waiting for that $1,000 Bitcoin, you'll be FOMOing in soon. My opinion, but I do believe that's what's happening. So, like I said, each one of these lines acted as, they're from each peak to where it broke down. Every time we hit one, it acted as resistance, and we tested it for support all the way up. They lined up perfectly. Now this next one is right around that 6,500 to 6,600 range, guys. And I believe if we break through that, come back down and test for support, you know, it's going to be an amazing year. That's all I got to say about that. So anyways, yeah, that's where we're at now. It's looking healthy to me, guys. And let's look into, I'm going to go into the RSI and show you why I am convinced that the bottom is in. First off, we're going to take a look at this weekly RSI, and this is the old 2013 bull run, 2017 bull run. I've drawn the trend lines down. As you can see, we got two resistance off this line and then broke through, and then, you know, obviously never looked back. This obviously is a heck of a lot stronger here, but we've done the same thing, got two resistance, and now we're, you know, obviously continuing up. Now we're going to look at the monthly. And if you've been watching, you know, I had this zoom it out a little bit here. I had these two arcs drawn here. This is a 2013. This is a 2018 bull run. And on our bear market coming down from the 13 bull run, we had 4 lower lows in the RSI, and I marked each one with an arrow. We had the same thing in 2018 bear market. But like I said in a few videos, if you haven't been watching, I believe what's going to happen here is this arc's going to be a lot quicker than the old one. And I do believe we're going to see a very, very, very nice rally this year, guys. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. I do post every day. Smash those likes, guys. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Really appreciate you guys stopping by, and I will see you tomorrow.